Okay, welcome back to Campbell's Oven. On the last video I showed you how to do a variation on the armadillo egg that I found in Lincoln, Nebraska, and actually that's cooking in the oven right now. That's why I have the same shirt on, same apron. I love the apron. I do believe in the 4 basic food groups. So anyway, today what I'm going to do is show you sausage patties in the oven. And the first thing, and the reason I do a lot of cooking in the oven is there's very little cleanup. Very little cleanup to do. So the first thing I do is I've got my half sheet pan, and then I have aluminum foil that I've already taken off the roll and cut. And because one sheet won't contain all the grease, I use 2 sheets. But it's very important to do this right, to fold it right, to make sure that the pan stays clean. That's the whole idea behind. Did I? Yeah, that's good. Okay. So what I do is I take it, two sheets of aluminum foil back to back, and I do about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and I make my first fold. Then I fold it again. And this is, you know, people say I'm anal, and I am, but this is very important if you want to keep the pan clean and you don't want to have to clean the pan after you completed your cooking process with your sheet pans. Sheet pans are great to use. I use them for sausage, bacon, hamburger, everything. And so you just keep folding this thing over. It takes a few minutes to do this, but you keep folding this piece of, if you're familiar with sheet metal, it's basically I think they call it a Pittsburgh, there's a Pittsburgh machine that does the fold. Anyway, never mind. I'm telling you, you'll learn. I'm anal, so. And I have a weird sense of humor. Bear with me. Okay, so this is going to be my last fold. I can't even remember how many times I've done this, but this is the last time I'll be able to do it, because now it's down to less than 1/4 of an inch. But I'm telling you, when you do it this way, you don't get any grease, droppings, or anything else in the sheet pan. So there you go. And what I'm going to do is just take the sheet pan, put the aluminum foil in with my crease in the middle, and then obviously just start laying out the sausage patties. And that's all there is. That's all there is to this method for sausage in the oven. And now I'll cook that for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes on a 375. Most people use 350. I'm not sure how I came across it, but it seems like 375 just does. And I got shorted one. Can you believe that? I've never been shorted one before, but maybe I haven't. Maybe I'm dreaming, but oh, there it is. It fell off onto the pan. Duh. And of course, you always have to drink wine when you cook. I don't know how anybody can cook without drinking wine. And it doesn't have to be a fine wine, just a good wine. Not a cheap, but inexpensive. There you go. And that's all we do. We put it in a 375-degree oven, and it's done. And always wash your hands. Never cross-contaminate. That is a big thing too. Okay, welcome back to Campbell's Oven. What we're going to do now is we did the sausage on the sheet pan with the aluminum foil that we folded and creased so that we wouldn't get any grease into the pan. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to drain these things. And the nice thing about doing this, cooking these all at one time, is that you have, depending on the size of your family, obviously, you have breakfast for 3 or 4 days already made. When you get ready to cook the sausage, you just zap it at 3 sausages, I find 35 seconds on high. Obviously, if you're zapping, microwaving more than that, you're going to probably have to go just a little bit longer, but not a whole lot. And so what I do is I just drain it with paper towels, as you can see. And then once they cool down just a little bit, we put them in the refrigerator in a Tupperware type dish, and you've got breakfast already made. All you got to do is cook your eggs and taters, and you're ready to go in the morning. Because all the time that it does take to cook this, now this cooked for approximately 35 minutes in the oven at 375, as I said, and then it's ready to go. So what I do here, and you'll see this here in a little bit, once these have drained, I take the paper towels that I've used here, and I set them down in the grease, let it soak up. Then I wrap the whole aluminum foil and the paper towels up, throw it in the trash, put the pan away, you're ready to go for the next time. Again, thanks for coming by Campbell's Oven, and keep on watching. There's going to be more. You're going to learn a lot. Okay, here's the part I really want to show you. This is the part about Campbell's Oven that it's the reason why I've started doing this in the oven all the time. So we've done our sausage. I've put it in, they cooled down a little bit. I put them into a Tupperware or a container to put in the refrigerator. You know, depending on, like I said, the size of your family. Here you got breakfast meat for 2 or 3, 4 meals. So you put that in the refrigerator after it cools down just a little bit more. I've taken what the paper towels that I've drained the sausages on, and all I do is I fold it up, I throw it in the trash, and now your pan you can just take and it has no grease or anything, and that's where that crease, very, very important, that crease that you saw me do at the beginning of this segment, that is what caused this pan not to be greasy. You can't just fold it over once or twice because that grease will go through those folds. You got to do it at least 1.5 inches, fold it over, and probably the 4th time when you get that small crease. Sounds like a pain, but once you get used to it, you saw how quick I did it.